Hi, I'm David here, and this is my son, Buddy! And today we are here to bake the National Day cookies. Okay, first, what is inside this box here? Well, Buddy, what did you find?
National Day cookie recipe and a piping bag.
Piping bag, recipe card, and we have the biscuit premix.
Biscuit premix.
Yep, and the royal icing mix. And then this is the Noel color, very important for the national red color. And here are the other materials that you need to get ready first. Alright, Buddy, what do you have?
I have a rolling pin.
Rolling pin.
Spatula.
Whisk.
And a butter at a room temperature.
Yes.
If you don't have a cookie cutters like these, you can use your cover of your jam
jar. Alright, if you don't have a cookie cutter, you can always use the cover of your jam jar. So clever, yeah, Buddy. And of course, you need to have your little scale here. And basically, you're ready. Here we go. Alright, if you want to speed things up, instead of using a hand whisk, you may want to use a table mixer or a handheld mixer.
Step 1. Let's put the premix and the butter into the bowl and use the handmade mixer
to whisk it. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's use the hand whisk to whisk it first. Now this step is best done by the parent because it takes a while for the butter to mix in with the biscuit premix. So to speed things up, we have transferred the mixture to the table mixer over here. Keep it at a low speed of 2 or 3 for it to mix well. So once this is well mixed, as you can see, there's no more powder, no more flour around, and it's all quite solid. Alright, then we are all done. Oh, check this out. The dough is ready, yeah? What's the next step, Buddy?
Divide the dough into 3 portions to 250 grams each.
Alright, great, thank you. Now we are adapting the recipe a bit. We're actually going to put the dough into containers here, 250 grams each, and chill it first. Okay, tell me, Buddy, once it reaches 250 grams, alright? Okay. So now, while we are waiting for the dough to chill for 30 minutes, we are going to do the icing. What's the step, Buddy?
Whisk 60 grams of the water with 250 grams of Red Man Royal Icing mix.
Okay, so here we go. 60 grams. And Royal Icing mix. So once again, we are going to use the table mixer to speed things up. Otherwise, you can use the handheld mixer or the good old-fashioned whisk.
Whisk till medium soft peak is formed.
So now let's just check on the icing that is medium soft peak. So what does this mean? It means that it is not too watery, neither is it too stiff. So something like that would be quite nice, you can see. Okay, now that the icing is done, what's next, Buddy?
Separate into 2 bowls, cover the cling wrap to prevent the icing from hardening.
Okay, so I'm going to separate into 2 bowls. So basically you just cut the icing into half and put it into 2 bowls. Here we are using a cover to cover it up to prevent the icing from hardening. Thank you, Buddy.
Now what's next, Daddy?
Okay, so we are supposed to have mix 2 teaspoons of this Noel red color into the icing. Come, alright? So we're gonna do just that.
So nice.
Wow, look, the icing is done. So nice. Alright, so now that the icing is done, what's the next step, buddy?
Put into piping bag.
Put into piping bag. Okay, here's a pro tip I learned from my wife. Get 2 tall jugs, measuring jugs if you can, and put the piping bags inside and pour in. So much easier and less messy. Once it's all inside, just twist it, making sure that it's nice and tight like that. And also wash the spatula before you go for the red. Okay, so now the red is done. So just put it nice and tight into the piping bag. Put it into a nice tall jug. Set it aside. And now let's roll the dough. So while we are doing the dough, it's good to preheat the oven to 170. Okay, so here's a little pro tip here. Before you roll the dough, it's always good to do it on a large baking tray so that you can contain the little mess inside. And use a bit of a flour first so that the dough doesn't stick. Okay, so the next pro tip is that before you roll the dough and do the cutting, it's always good to have another baking tray ready. This is the one that goes into the oven with the baking paper here, so the moment you cut it out, you can just transfer over there and you're ready to bake. Here's another pro tip. Spread the flour over the rolling pin like that, massage over it, and then you roll. Roll it to about 2 mm thickness, not too flat. Okay. Okay, and now we are ready to cut. And voila. Transfer.
And then
Up.
voila!
Now we are ready to put this into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes until golden brown. Are you looking forward to it? Looks like it's done. Hi, we are back and our cookies are cooked and ready. Yeah? Alright, so this is our piping here. Okay, so as you can see, we have already put it in. While it was waiting, this one was sitting in the fridge. Just take a scissors and just cut a little tip off. And here's another pro tip. Put them in separate jugs so that they don't mix and it's much more neater. Okay, so once we cut all this, and we are set to pipe. And now we are done with everything.
Happy birthday, Singapore!
Yay!